What if I told you the one thing holding you back from achieving everything you want in life is something you have complete control over? It's not your job, not your lack of resources, and not even your circumstances. The real problem lies in the people you surround yourself with. Pause for impact. That's right. You heard me correctly. Who you spend your time with is one of the biggest indicators of your success. And if you're not where you want to be, it's probably because you've been surrounding yourself with the wrong people. But here's the good news, you can change that, and once you do, you'll see how quickly your life starts to shift. Stick with me for the next few minutes, and I'll show you exactly how you can turn your life around by making one simple decision. Let's face it, it's easy to blame external factors for where we are in life. We think that if we had more time, more money, or more luck, everything would be different. We look at others who seem to have it all together and wonder why life hasn't turned out the same for us. But here's the harsh truth I've learned over the years: most people don't succeed because they haven't taken ownership of their circumstances. They blame the economy, their job, their upbringing, anything but themselves. But if you really want to succeed, the first thing you have to do is stop blaming. Your success or failure lies in the decisions you make every single day. And the most crucial decision is the people you choose to surround yourself with. Think about it, if you're always around people who think small, who settle for mediocrity, or who complain about everything in life, what kind of mindset do you think you'll develop? You'll start adopting their patterns, their attitudes, and their beliefs without even realizing it. The sad part is, most people never recognize this until it's too late. I'll be honest with you, there was a time in my life when I didn't have a clue about what I was doing. I was in my 20s, struggling to make ends meet, constantly worrying about the future. I had big dreams, but I didn't know where to start. I didn't know what steps to take, and worse, I didn't know who to listen to. I was surrounded by people who didn't believe in themselves. People who were comfortable with mediocrity. And as a result, I didn't believe in myself either. I felt stuck. The truth is, the people you surround yourself with can either elevate your life or drag you down. And back then, I didn't understand how crucial this was. But something shifted for me. One day, I decided to stop being a product of my environment and start becoming the creator of it. I made a commitment to myself to start seeking out people who had what I wanted, people who were successful, motivated, and had a vision for their lives. And slowly but surely, everything started to change. Underscore 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 underscore. Here's the game-changing insight that I want you to understand. Most people never get the chance to decide what they truly want in life. They're so caught up in the distractions, the worries, or trying to meet the expectations of others that they forget to ask themselves, what do I want? Think about this for a second. Have you ever sat down and really thought about the life you want to create? Not the life that others expect from you, but the one you desire? Because if you're not clear on what you truly want, life will make that decision for you. And trust me, life's idea of what you should be doing might not match yours at all. This doesn't mean that you can't have other people in your life. But it means you need to take control. Define what success looks like for you, not for anyone else, and then go after it with everything you've got. Stop letting the opinions of others shape your reality. So here's the first step to making a lasting change in your life: decide. This isn't some casual wish or a dream that you think about when things are going well. This is a firm, unwavering decision to take control of your life. Write down exactly what you want. Be specific. Get clear about your vision. I don't mean just saying, "I want to be successful." That's too vague. I mean, what does success look like for you? Do you want to build a business? Do you want financial freedom? Do you want to live in a different country or become a motivational speaker? Whatever it is, write it down. And here's the key: set a deadline. Make it real. Your dream is not a wish, it's a plan. The moment you set a deadline, something changes in your brain. It becomes less of a fantasy and more of a mission. The deadline forces you to take action, because you know there's no time to waste. Now, let me make this clear: deciding is only the beginning. This is where most people fail. They get excited at first, they make a decision, they set a goal, but then the motivation starts to fade, and they give up. Here's the truth: you won't always feel motivated. There will be days when you want to quit. There will be days when it feels like nothing is changing. But that's when the real work begins. Success isn't about having the most energy or the most brilliant ideas. It's about showing up every day and doing the work, no matter how small it may seem. The key is consistency. Small actions done consistently over time will lead to massive results. Most people quit just before they're about to experience breakthrough. Don't be like them. Keep going, even when you don't see immediate results. Imagine waking up a year from now, or 5 years from now, and realizing that you're still in the same place. You're still stuck in the same job, with the same routine, with the same mindset. You're still surrounded by the same people, thinking the same thoughts, and wondering why nothing ever changes. Is that what you want for your life? To wake up and realize that you've wasted your time, your potential, and your opportunities? You don't have forever. And you certainly don't have to live with the regret of never pursuing what you truly want. You have the power to change today, and the choices you make now will shape your future. Look, success doesn't happen by accident. It's a process. It takes time, effort, and resilience. But you don't have to be perfect, you just need to be persistent. Think of some of the most successful people in the world, people like Steve Jobs, Oprah Winfrey, Elon Musk, and J.K. Rowling. These individuals didn't get where they are by sitting back and waiting for things to happen. They took bold steps, made difficult decisions, and refused to give up, no matter how many setbacks they faced. Steve Jobs, from rejection to revolution. Let's take Steve Jobs as an example. The co-founder of Apple, one of the most innovative companies in the world, was fired from his own company. Imagine that, being kicked out of the very organization you built from the ground up. But instead of giving up, he went on to create Next, a new computer company, and Pixar, which eventually became the animation powerhouse behind movies like Toy Story. It was those experiences that helped him return to Apple years later, ultimately revolutionizing the tech world with products like the iPhone and iPad. Steve Jobs proved that failure isn't the end. It's often a stepping stone to even greater success. If he had quit after being fired, we wouldn't have the Apple products that have changed the world. His story shows that failure isn't permanent, it's just part of the process. Oprah Winfrey, overcoming personal and professional challenges. Oprah Winfrey's story is another powerful example. She was told she was too unattractive for television and was even fired from her first job as a news anchor. But she didn't let that stop her. In fact, Oprah became one of the most successful media moguls in history, building an empire that includes her television network, a magazine, and a long list of best-selling books. What Oprah teaches us is that others' opinions of you don't define your worth. She could have easily accepted the criticism and stayed down, but instead, she used it as fuel. She created a platform for herself and for others to share their voices. Her success is a direct result of her belief in herself and her refusal to accept anyone's limits on her potential. Elon Musk, from struggles to space exploration. Elon Musk, the founder of Tesla and SpaceX, has faced a multitude of challenges. He was born into a family that didn't have a lot of wealth, and he was often bullied as a child. His journey hasn't been easy, his companies faced bankruptcy, and he was ridiculed by critics who said electric cars and space exploration were pipe dreams. But Musk didn't listen. In fact, he pushed forward, overcoming every obstacle that came his way. Today, he's one of the richest and most influential entrepreneurs in the world, having made electric cars mainstream and sent rockets to space with the goal of colonizing Mars. Elon Musk's story is proof that determination and vision can overcome any obstacle. He believed in his ideas so deeply that he was willing to risk everything to bring them to life. And now, he's reshaping the future of humanity. J.K. Rowling, from struggling single mother to billionaire author. And let's not forget about J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. Before the world knew her name, Rowling was a single mother living on welfare, struggling to make ends meet. In fact, she was rejected by 12 major publishers before Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone was finally accepted for publication. But she didn't give up. She kept writing, kept believing in her story, and eventually, her book became a global sensation, making her one of the wealthiest authors in the world. Her story shows that no matter how hard things are, persistence and a belief in your dreams will lead you to places you never imagined. Michael Jordan, overcoming rejection and self-doubt. Then, there's Michael Jordan, often considered the greatest basketball player of all time. Did you know that Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team? That's right. He wasn't good enough to make his high school team, but instead of letting that setback define him, he used it as motivation. Jordan went on to have an incredible career, winning 6 NBA championships and becoming a global icon. He later said, "I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed." His story proves that the path to success is not straight. It's filled with failures, but those failures are the building blocks of greatness. Thomas Edison, persistence in the face of failure. Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, faced failure after failure in his quest to develop a working light bulb. He reportedly tried over 1,000 different materials before finding the right filament. When asked about all the failed attempts, Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 1,000 ways that won't work." Edison's story is a testament to the power of persistence. If he had given up after the first 100 attempts, or the 500th, who knows where we'd be today. His success didn't come from being the smartest or the most talented. It came from his relentless perseverance. Walt Disney, from bankruptcy to billion-dollar empire. Walt Disney is another great example. Before creating the Disney empire we know today, Disney faced a lot of rejection. His first company, Laugh-O-Gram Studios, went bankrupt. He was also told he lacked creativity and that his ideas would never succeed. But instead of giving up, he moved to Hollywood, started over, and built what became one of the largest entertainment companies in the world. Today, Walt Disney's name is synonymous with creativity, imagination, and innovation. His story proves that failure is not fatal, it's an opportunity to learn, grow, and find a new path forward. Sarah Blakely, turning $5,000 into $1 billion company. And here's a more recent success story, Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx. Blakely started with just $5,000 and an idea. She faced rejection after rejection from manufacturers and investors who didn't believe in her product. But instead of backing down, she kept pushing and eventually created a billion-dollar company. Blakely's journey shows us that resourcefulness and belief in your idea can turn the impossible into possible. It's not about having the most money or the most connections, it's about being creative and relentless in your pursuit of success. So, what can we learn from these examples? We can learn that success is not reserved for a select few. It's available to anyone willing to persist, to fail forward, and to keep moving no matter how many times they're told no. These successful individuals faced hardships, but they didn't let them define their future. If they can do it, so can you. Your dreams are within reach, but you have to believe in them, work relentlessly for them, and never let anyone's doubts stop you. Success is a journey, and it's not for the faint of heart, but it's worth every step. What these stories teach us. So, here's your challenge, sit down today. Take out a pen and paper and write down exactly what you want in life. Don't wait for the perfect moment, do it now. And make it clear, make it specific. Then, decide right now that you're going to take action. You're going to move forward. Don't wait for the stars to align, because they never will. If you want to change your life, you need to start now. You've got everything it takes. Now it's up to you to make it happen. Remember, your future is in your hands. You're the author of your story. Don't let anyone else write it for you. The moment you make the decision to change, everything will start to shift. You'll see opportunities where you never saw them before. You'll find solutions instead of problems. Success doesn't happen by chance, it happens by choice. Your time is now. Make the decision today, and then take action every day after that. The world is waiting for you to show up and claim what's yours. Don't let anything hold you back. You can do this. You will do this. Let's go.